Alright, here we go. Back on TimeShot yet again for the third day in a row. Molly is back there behind my head right now. I think she's gonna go move somewhere else. It's kind of hard to sit up there because my chair is moving. Not a real comfortable place for a cat to sit, but she decided to sit there nonetheless. Now Albus is coming up too. So we got a couple of cats interrupting our stream already, and we've just started. Probably just because I just got home and they are excited to see me and whatnot. Alright, so plans for today's stream. I didn't really think this out before I started. Let's see here. I don't have name tags still because I haven't gone AFK fishing, which is something that I plan on doing soon. Oh, and I guess everything I have in here is smelted, so that's awesome. But yeah, haven't gotten those name tags yet, and I'm still haven't found the ones that I had that were in one of my chests somewhere. So for the time being, we're gonna not go and replace our dolphins just yet. And I suppose I should check and see, because I haven't logged in since yesterday's stream. Okay, yes, the turtles are still here. They have not despawned or anything like that. I do believe that they won't despawn, so that is a good thing to know. So I think today, since we worked on the aquarium a little bit yesterday, although I suppose we really didn't work on the aquarium, all we really did was get turtles over here, and I think I might have done something. I can't quite remember now, and this is just yesterday. I think we're going to go back over to the Jedi Enclave and do a little bit of work around there, because there's a couple of things I started on a couple streams ago. Hello, how's it going? There's a couple of things I started on over there a couple streams ago and never quite got to doing much with. In specific, particular, the bridge that I was working on and the little river that I was working on that was going through there and whatnot. And I figured we might as well hop over there and make a little more progress on that, since we are trying to do something different today than we did last time. And I just realized I have that glass, that sneaky glass that you can't see very well. We'll drop that off and then we'll head over there. Check what time of day it is, probably, in case we need to sleep. Of course, I have a bed over there. What am I talking about? What am I going on about today? It is perfectly midday, so that is just fine and dandy. So yeah, as far as streams go, tomorrow is probably going to be a day off on streaming for me. Just because I'm going to need a day to catch up on like housework and stuff like that. And I might be staying late at work tomorrow. It kind of depends on... It depends on a lot of factors. Ooh, what is this? Post Future Railway entry point. Oh, okay. He was telling me about this at one point. He mentioned that he had made an entry point to his railway. This is Poet's giant tunnel. It goes on well past the render distance, and it goes from spawn all the way out to his base, which is quite a significant distance away from spawn. There's some gold up there that he hasn't mined. But yeah, I think he's gonna make like an entry point of some kind that goes down to the railway from up here. So that'll be nice, I suppose, if I ever need to take the rail track from my base to his base. In most circumstances, I would probably use the Nether instead because it's just so much faster, but I may just have to use Poet's Railway just because of how much work he's put into it. Alright, so let's take a look at what we have over here. I don't think I have any more saplings still, so we might go knock down a couple trees. Hello, Tort. We might knock down a couple of trees if we can find a place that has some acacia trees to spruce up the area over here. And I just realized I didn't grab any bones either. I was planning on doing that. I know I have some. But first order of business is to widen this river a little bit. Because I realized, because I built this on a stream a couple streams ago, and I realized that this bridge just looks so lame. It's so small, and it's just a dinky little bridge, and I don't know, it really wasn't worth the effort I put into it, and until maybe I make it a little bit wider, make it a little more worth it, because otherwise there's no point in having a little bridge here. So yeah, we'll clear this up a little bit. And actually, I'm gonna update the name of my stream real quick because I'm not working on the aquarium today. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter that much, but it was bothering me, so I decided to fix it. Okay. And I don't think we need to have it too ridiculously wide. And we could make the river a little deeper too and put some seagrass down there. I think that could end up looking pretty nice. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Okay, and actually, you know what? Let's do a little bit of a raised bridge. Let's actually just knock down everything we had built here, which, to be fair, was not much. But let's go ahead and knock this down, and I'm going to make it a little bit of a raised bridge, give us a little more space to work with. I mean, it's still going to be pretty small, but that is okay. I just want to make it look a little bit nicer than it did before. So I think we probably still want to have it go straight across. So let's expand this path a little bit this way. I know someone probably left that little path block unpathed there on purpose, but it was kind of bothering me, so I felt like I had to fix it. Okay, so we go like... because I want to connect it up exactly with the path over on the other side there. So yeah, we go like that. And do we want to go up maybe one more block? Yeah, let's go up one more block from there. Why? Why what? Alright, what kind of blocks do I want to use for this? Actually, you know what? I think I probably want to use a stone brick for this, because I don't like the look of the cobblestone now that I look at it. Okay, well, it's getting to be nighttime anyways. I might as well go ahead and hop back into my base and sleep. Oh, I missed. I was hoping to land right inside there. It's almost like a basketball hoop. One more block, one more block. What? I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm going to go ahead and sleep, and I'll head back over there. Okay, and then I think I should have... I don't have much stone over here because most of it is over at the aquarium, but I should have at least a little bit. That is not much at all. Okay, well, I'm going to grab the cobblestone. I mean, we're going to mess with some designs, so I guess it doesn't really matter too much how much we have. And we do have some stone brick slabs. We can always be lazy and combine those and make a stone brick with that. But I don't think I really need to use... I might use full blocks. I might not. I'm not quite sure just yet. Okay, and then we might as well put the bridge over on this side. And I guess I'll kind of do like an under thing on this, like that. And then put another stair on top of that. And then that'll probably be where we max out on the height. And then just do a simple thing with stone slabs. And then... actually, let's go ahead and grab some more stone slabs. And then a little railing, maybe? No, because that makes it a little too small. Make a castle. Castle is not exactly in my plans at the moment. In fact, I have quite a few things I'm already kind of planning on building, so... there is a castle over here. DMZ on the server built a big castle over there. We might go take a look at that in a moment, but it's a pretty spiffy looking castle. And I think he's more or less finished with it, so I'm sure he wouldn't mind if I hopped over there and took a look at it. Let's go give this bridge a little more thickness here. I think pretty good might be a bit of an understatement there. He is amazing. That is an awesome looking castle. Okay, and then, yeah, I think we're gonna... actually, let's put the stairs upside down. That is not upside down. Let's put them upside down like this. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, amazing. That is right. He is definitely an amazing builder. Party! What are we celebrating? What are we partying about? Let's see if I can jump up here properly. Okay. Thank you for following Diesel PWD and also Masonic Gibbon 15. Welcome to the stream, and thank you for the host as well. All right, well, let's go ahead. Try to figure out what I want to do with the design of this over here. I think I want to go like maybe like that. And then we'll put the cobblestone walls like this. Give it a little bit of a railing so you don't fall off the bridge. Again, nothing too incredibly fancy. Yeah, I think this will probably do. I'm just building a little bridge right now. Nothing extremely exciting. This is over by my Jedi Enclave, which is a build from the game Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. And I'm just kind of sprucing up the area around my base here because it was a little plain, and I just wanted a little more variety around here. So that's kind of the plan for today. Now Tort's on the server. Thank you for the host. All right, and then we'll finish that out. Probably put some torches on here. $500. What is $500 for? You hopefully. I mean, I'm the one streaming, so I don't know. Are you offering me $500 to make the castle you wanted, or what? I mean, because if you're offering me $500, I would gladly make a castle. It may not be a good castle, but I'll make one. Yeah? I mean, are you serious? I mean, yeah, I would gladly build a castle for 500 bucks. I'm not in love with turning those stairs like that. Let's just leave it as is. Here, I'll go build a castle right now. Alright, let's see. I don't have much blocks on me, so we'll make it a pretty simple castle here. Oh, crap. I'm gonna cobble. Alright, this will be a very derpy looking castle. That's okay. Bigger than the other castle. Yeah, that's not happening. Alright. There's my beautiful castle. I'm just gonna leave that right there. I am just gonna leave it right there. I feel like we're missing something on this bridge. I feel like I could use a little bit of something else. Maybe a little bit of a roof? I don't know. I don't know. A penny. Okay, if you want to donate a penny to me, sure, I'll take a penny. For that castle, I mean, I guess that castle is probably worth a penny. Let's see here. What else do we want to do around here? Let's expand the river a little bit. And actually, I should grab another water bucket so I can fill in the water. Actually, one thing I was doing, I was filling in the water over this way last time I worked on this area, and I didn't quite finish it. So we might as well at least finish this out to the end of the bit that I've dug out over here. But yeah, on a serious note, building a castle is not really in the books right now. It's not something I'm planning on doing. I feel like a lot of people build castles in Minecraft, and I've definitely built castles before. In fact, if I have time later this stream, I could always load up one of my old single-player worlds and show you a castle. I wondered, have I built a castle on any multiplayer servers? I can't quite remember. I don't think so. But yeah, I think I have a single-player world that I have a castle on. Granted, I think that castle is from, I don't know, like one of the early beta versions of Minecraft, so it's not going to be real fancy. And in fact, I think I built it before we had stone bricks. Hello, how's it going? But yeah, I built the castle before we had stone bricks, so it's not going to look real fancy. You know, now that I say that, it's so hard to imagine Minecraft without stone bricks, because stone bricks are kind of like my, oh, thank you. Stone bricks are kind of my go-to block for, like, everything, so I can't even, like, imagine, you know, going back to old Minecraft and not having stone brick as an option. I'm just going to fill that out with torches just for the heck of it. And that'll do for the bridge for now. And then I wanted to get some more saplings at some point. Let's see. And then at some point we're also going to dig out this river here. Let's actually form it up a little bit better. Because right now this was originally a little pond, and I think I want to make it look like it flows more naturally through the river. Your castle is derpy. Now, that's not very nice to say at DMZ. I mean, I know his castle doesn't look that nice, especially now that I've kind of put my castle up here blocking the view. But be nice. It's not derpy. Okay, so while I'm working on this, derpy is cute to me. Okay. Well, if it's a good thing, then yeah, my castle is derpy in a cute way. Alright, so while I'm working on this, actually I have a bit of a funny story to tell that, I meant to tell this on Tuesday's stream, but I kind of forgot about it, which is kind of funny because it was kind of a big deal at the time. But, so basically, my wife and I each have separate cars, which is kind of a recent thing. Oh, thank you for the follow. So it's kind of a recent thing, us each having our own vehicle. For a while, we were sharing one vehicle. You should put a bed in the castle. Yeah, I might do that at some point. Oh, and thank you, DMZ, for following. But yeah, so my wife and I have two separate vehicles right now. This is a very recent thing. And this is kind of what enabled me to get home from work earlier and start streaming. But, so she has her car, and I have my van. And, so what happened is last Friday, she texted me. This was around probably about 5:40 when she usually gets done with class, and said she can't find her keys. And I'm thinking, like, oh crap, I mean, if she's actually lost her keys, then that's kind of a problem, because we had a spare key for her car, but that key got lost like a year ago, and also that was in a different apartment, so it could have been left in the apartment or something like that. I mean, we searched it pretty thoroughly, but yeah, so that spare key is goners. I mean, we were not getting that spare key back, unfortunately. But so she said she couldn't find the key. And yeah, I'm thinking like that's bad news, and I thought, okay, well, I'll try and, list a couple of places she could look for it. And, she went through her backpack, she went through all the pockets of her backpack. Typically, she would put her keys inside the front pocket of her backpack, but she had already checked that. She just couldn't find them anywhere. And then finally I said, okay, well, you need to contact Lost and Found at the college, because she's in the college right now. You need to contact Lost and Found at the college, and I Googled the number for her. And she called them, and as it turns out, Lost and Found is not open past 5. So I said, all right, well, you need to call them tomorrow, and then I'm going to go ahead and head over there and pick you up. So I went ahead and picked her up, and we came home. And at this point, I actually looked through her backpack, too. So I looked through, and I gave it the seal of approval, the Addy seal of approval. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, I gave it the Addy seal of approval and said that, yeah, there's no keys in this backpack. No way. I've searched this backpack very thoroughly. The keys are not in there. So then she called Lost and Found. Well, I think, because it would have been Saturday after that. So I think Lost and Found was not open on the weekends either. So we had to wait till Monday to call Lost and Found. But she did call them, and they said they'd keep an eye out for the keys for her. And later that day, they actually called and said, hey, we found some keys, but it's just the key. It's not on a keychain or something, which was kind of odd because she has her keys on a lanyard. It's actually a Bulbasaur lanyard, which is technically mine. I should probably take that back at some point. But so it was just a key that got turned in, and I was thinking, okay, and we had identified that it was the exact same kind of key because the key that we have is for a Chevy vehicle, and this was a Chevy vehicle key. And it was a switchblade key, which sounds a little weird. It's not a knife. It's a switchblade key where you press a little button on it, and the actual key portion pops out. But they said they had it, but the lanyard wasn't with it, and I was just thinking, okay, well, maybe somebody decided to keep the lanyard as kind of like a finder's fee kind of thing, which is kind of annoying. But, if we had the keys, then that was all that would matter. But so I had dropped her off at school that morning, and she was going to walk over to Lost and Found to go get the keys. And as she was starting to walk over there, she got a call again and said that someone had already claimed the keys. So at this point, we're like, well, crap, it looks like we're not going to get the keys back. And, I mean, it had been a couple days at this point, and I'm kind of thinking, if somebody picked up the keys, there's no reason to keep those keys unless you plan on stealing our car. And stealing a car is a pretty big deal. So I figured nobody was going to come and steal the keys and then go steal our car. Because, I mean, we know the license plate number. We know what kind of car it is. If we reported it stolen, I'm sure the police would find the person responsible. And that would be a much bigger deal than stealing a pair of keys or what have you. But I figured if somebody found them, they must have been turned in. So I thought it was really weird. And at this point, it had been a couple days. And I thought it was pretty weird that we didn't hear anything about it. So we were actually at home a couple nights after. I had just picked her up from school again. Because this went on for a couple nights of me picking her up from school and dropping her off super early in the morning, which was kind of inconvenient because some days her first class isn't until like 2 in the afternoon. So me dropping her off at 7 in the morning before I leave for work was kind of an inconvenience. But one night we were sitting at home, we had just gotten home, and I said, okay, you know what, humor me. We'd already dumped out her entire backpack and looked through everything. But I said, humor me, let's look through the backpack again, see if we can find anything. I mean, just dump everything out, get everything out of the backpack. And lo and behold, we found out that the front of her backpack actually had 2 pockets. It looks like 1 pocket in the front, but in reality, it's actually 2 pockets. She's a student. She's finishing up her last year right now. But it was actually 2 pockets in the front of the backpack. And we had both coincidentally, we had both checked the same side of that pocket. And it turns out that the keys were actually on the other side. So we went through all this hassle and all of this, you know, weeping and moaning and trying to find the keys and all that kind of stuff. And it turns out she had them the whole time. So yeah, that was our little experience from last week. And now that I think of it, I think I got the time frame a little wrong there. Because this was actually happening... Because no, we lost the keys on last Wednesday, I think. So it was actually Friday that we found the keys. I got kind of confused when I was trying to tell that story, and I got to the weekend, and I was like, wait a minute, we found the keys by Saturday. What was I going on about? Yeah, this all happened last Thursday. So yeah, that was our little experience, our little adventure from last week. All right, and now that we've got the river formed up a little bit, and then at some point, GG. Yeah, at some point I'm gonna fill in this whole area here with water. I mean, we could get a start on that right now. Oh, well, that kind of sucks. I'm working on making a little river that goes down around my base just to kind of spruce up the area around here. And then I'm eventually going to fill in this whole kind of inset area in the ground with water and make it into a bit of a lake. Because I figured that would look pretty nice over here. There's not any lakes around this area. And in fact, usually in Minecraft, you don't get like lakes. You get huge like ocean kind of lakes. And then you also get little ponds. But you don't really get like just a regular old just lake. So something I wanted to do. And one of my favorite things in Minecraft is doing like terraforming kind of stuff and building natural environments that look like they could be almost naturally generated, if this kind of lake could even generate in Minecraft in the first place. But yeah, I think it should turn out pretty nice. Light this area up, and I'll probably put some more dirt in around here and kind of fill that in as well. But yeah, for now, let's see, how high do I want the water? I'm thinking about up to this level would probably be a good place to put it. That is what I'm thinking, perhaps, maybe. But let's start filling in the water down here. So we'll fill in that whole layer. Do you have to have Xbox Live Gold for people to join your stream? I'm not sure if you're asking if you can join the game, because you cannot join this game because this is actually on PC and is also a private server. As far as actually watching the stream, I'm not sure because I don't have an Xbox. I do get a lot of people asking if they can join the game and then saying they're on Xbox. So I do imagine there are quite a few people who watch Minecraft streams on Xbox. But yeah, I don't actually have an Xbox. So yeah, and you know, like I said, this is a private server. So unfortunately, nobody can join other than the people who are already whitelisted on the server. You're asking because no one watches you. I mean, nobody. It's kind of hard to get that first initial push when you first start streaming. And what I'm saying is you kind of got to grow your audience kind of gradually. And I kind of came over from YouTube, and I already have some people I know And obviously the TimeShot server is a server that's kind of established with an audience already. So with that being said, starting streaming on Mixer, I already had kind of a built-in audience. Whereas if you kind of just started off streaming and you haven't, and you don't have an audience coming in yet, it'll take some time for people to actually notice your stream and stuff like that. Because there's a lot of, especially if you're playing something popular like Minecraft or, God forbid, Fortnite, there's going to be a lot of streams out there, and there's guaranteed to be quite a few streams out there that have 0 or 1 viewers or something like that. So people just aren't going to see you until you start getting people to watch your streams. So it's kind of hard to say how to get started there. I mean, obviously don't go advertising yourself places because people don't like that. But yeah, I mean, just be patient. Give it some time. People will start showing up eventually. I've noticed that, people will, randomly join my stream and not people that I've seen before. So obviously, people do come into your streams. So I know that Mixer does promote, up and coming streamers on their main page there. So that's usually, I'm assuming that my channel must get featured there every so often. That's where some of you guys are coming from. Or I guess there might be a different system for how that works on Xbox. I'm not real familiar with how viewing streams works on there. Okay, if we fill in the edges, I think this should kind of fill itself in all the way around. I should be able to take water from here. Yeah, that makes it so much easier. Why are you not burning? Oh, there we go. I was going to say, there was one skeleton over there that was burning, and then the other one was not. That was kind of odd. Speaking of skeletons, I had some wacky skeleton shenanigans on my Tuesday stream. For those of you who missed it, I was hunting wither skeleton skulls, and, well, to make a long story short, I didn't find any. I spent about an hour and 15 minutes streaming, then I hopped back onto the game later, and spent another hour searching, and I didn't find a single wither skeleton skull, which is kind of disappointing. Why have you been offline for so long? I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, I streamed yesterday, but I mean, I work during the day, so I can't really stream during the day. I mean, but yeah, I just streamed yesterday, so I haven't really been offline for that long. But yeah, I spent a whole lot of time hunting wither skeleton skulls, and I didn't get any. But the point of the story, point of what I was trying to say there, is that while I was hunting those wither skeletons, no, before yesterday, well, Tuesday I streamed. Before that, I didn't stream at all for a little bit. I just didn't have any time for it. I mean, I'm not incredibly consistent. I try and stream most weekdays around 5 when I can. But, sometimes things come up. Sometimes I have to. Yeah, I'm a grown man with a life. Grown man with a life and a wife. But yeah, sometimes I have to work late. Sometimes, I just have other stuff. Like this past weekend, my sister was in town, and my sister lives all the way down in Kansas. And we live here in Michigan. So since she was visiting from so far away, I wanted to make sure that I went out, and she was just leaving on Saturday. So I want to make sure that we went out there and said our goodbyes and whatnot. Yeah, Kansas is quite a ways away. It's also black and white, if you didn't know that. I can confirm I have been there. Okay, that's all filled in. Now we can do the next layer up here. But yeah, as I was saying, regarding the skeleton hunting, at one point I was, I found I think I was hitting a wither skeleton. I was far enough away that I wouldn't have hit a pigman while I was fighting the wither skeleton. But what ended up happening was that there was a skeleton, like a regular skeleton, behind... Oops, that's not where I put that water. There's a regular skeleton behind a pigman. The regular skeleton targeted me. Why does the water keep coming up like that? I don't know. Anyways, the regular skeleton targeted me and shot at me, but the pigman was in the way. So he shot the pigman, and as a result, the pigman ended up killing the skeleton and then getting mad at me for some reason. I guess just because I was there, and that's just how pigman aggro mechanics work. I guess I had never seen it before where a pigman had been hit by another mob. But yeah, he ended up going aggro on me and chasing me around for a little bit before Mara told me that I could just log off. And that would de-aggro them. I thought I was going to have to sit up on a pillar and wait for them to stop being mad at me, because that's something I've done before. I didn't realize that just relogging would do it now. I don't know if that was always the case or not. No, it's not black and white. That's just the Wizard of Oz. No, it really is black and white. Believe me. Would I lie to you? Would I? Not taking any of that today. All right. Now, one thing that is true about Kansas is that they get a lot of tornadoes. Oh, hello. Oh, that just filled in real quick. For a second there, I thought I misplaced some water. Although we still got an open block. Why do we have an open block down here? Don't do that. That is not nice. They do get a lot of tornadoes, which is, you know, accurate with Wizard of Oz. Did they change the water mechanic for 1.13? They may have. I know they changed it at one point, but I don't remember at what point that would have been. Oh, look, there's DMZ wandering by. But yeah, as far as the wither skeletons go, it's not my fault I don't have a passport. But you said you never left the state, so you live in the U.S., right? So, with that being said, you can travel from state to state without a passport. I mean, they don't have anybody at the border. I mean, you know, I drive from state to state quite often, but yeah, you don't need a passport. I mean, you're a citizen of the United States. I mean, I'm assuming, so you can travel freely within the country. But yeah, I mean, they don't have anybody at the border. I mean, you know, I travel to Wisconsin quite a bit because my wife's family lives over there. And, you know, I drive across the border to Indiana and whatnot. I mean, they don't stop me and check my passport there. You know, I just keep driving. Oh, why, thank you. That is some pretty high praise. Okay, yeah, this water filling in by itself is really helping. It's making it go a lot faster. Oops, hello. Don't mean to put you there. Yeah, and here I was thinking that putting all this water down and making this lake would actually take quite a while, but it's actually going pretty quickly. $1,000, is that what we're offering for the castle now? Well, gee, I don't know why you want me to build a castle so bad, but yeah, still not really in the books right now. Half up front and on completion, yeah. Thank you for hosting, Master Dragon 267. Yeah, DMZ will build a castle for $1,000. In fact, you've already got it right there. So, pay up. And I think you owe me a bit of a finder's fee, too, because I pointed out the castle to you. Oh, I love that. I love the way it just all fills in. And there we go. Except for that little point over there. But yeah, I just, you know, put one more block over there, and all of a sudden it filled the rest of it in. That was awesome. Whoa, that's a pretty high number. You have to, I mean, I don't have to do anything. I don't even have to stream right now. If I wanted to, I could just quit the stream. But yeah, like I said, just not really planning on building a castle. I've built castles before, so just not something I'm really interested in doing at this point in time. Okay, we just got a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, disregarding the fact that you don't have that money in the first place. I can guarantee it. And you also, I can't imagine somebody with that much money would go around and say, go around the random, you know, Minecraft streams and say, hey, if you build the thing I want you to build, I'll give you $1 billion or what have you. That is just a little silly. Okay, clear that up a little bit. Oh, and there's a little area down here that hasn't been filled in yet. Whom do you watch? Who do I watch on Mixer or in general or what? I mean, as far as on Mixer goes, I mostly just watch the other TimeShot members. I haven't really branched out and watched a whole lot of other streams. I don't know a whole lot of other people on Mixer, so I don't really have any more input on that. So if you're trying to get some advice on who else to watch who's similar to me, the only advice I have is to follow the other TimeShot members. I think if you look below, somewhere down in my profile here on Mixer, you can see the TimeShot group that I'm in, and you can see the other TimeShot members from there. Not all of them stream on Mixer, but I know at least a couple of them do fairly frequently. On YouTube, there's a variety of people I watch. Again, TimeShot members when they post on YouTube, and a couple of other channels. I mean, are you looking for something specific, or are you just kind of making conversation, or what? And let's actually fill this in a little bit more. Yeah, I think it's probably time to lay the whole joke to rest now. I mean, the whole offering me money to build a castle. I mean, it's not going to happen. I've already said I'm not interested in building a castle. That's not self-promoting. That's just kind of being annoying. And I'd appreciate it if we could hold off on doing that anymore. Okay, so there we go. I think this is looking decent. Pretty decent. I think we might want to put a little bit more water right here, maybe. And then fill that area down with dirt. Oops, not that area right there. Here. Okay, there we go. That looks pretty nice. And then we'll extend that out a little bit. I mean, I guarantee he doesn't have that much money. I mean, none of you guys have that much money, so it's not really promoting anything. If you did have that much money, you wouldn't be sitting here on Mixer offering somebody to build something on Minecraft, you know. But yeah, let's please knock it off now. Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, I think this is looking pretty decent. Yeah, I know for a fact that I don't have that much money. I mean, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and drop some of this crap off that's in my inventory. And then let's go find a couple of acacia trees to knock down, get some more saplings so we can kind of spruce up the area around here. And then also grab some bones, which we might need to make a detour back to my aquarium for those. Might as well do that anyway. It's a lot easier to drop that kind of stuff off over there because that's where I'm currently working. You have $11. Well, that's not a whole lot, but it's something. I remember when I was a kid, and at one point I was getting, I think, $5 allowance a week. And I was really excited when my parents started giving me $5 a week because that was enough to buy either a pack of Pokemon cards or a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And then I'd go and spend my allowance every single week buying one pack of Pokemon cards or one pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Because that was just what everyone was into back in those days. Of course, back in those days, nobody played the Pokemon card game, which was always kind of disappointing. Everybody collected the cards, but none of my friends knew how to play the game. But when Yu-Gi-Oh came out, and that became big, everybody played Yu-Gi-Oh, which, I don't know. Okay, let's drop some stuff off. Guess what? What? Okay, and then we got free space in here. We can drop this stuff off, get rid of all this dirt. Keep a little bit, but I don't think we're really going to need it. Just leave all this stuff in my chest of infinite unorganizedness. And then we'll go... I get $10 for my allowance. Yeah, when I was a little bit older, I think once I hit high school and before I got a job, I was getting $10 allowance. And at that point, I mean, I had stopped, you know, buying Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I more used my allowance money to take girls on dates. So, yeah, honestly, as far as Pokemon cards go, I actually I was collecting them again relatively recently, and I joined up with a local Pokemon league for a little while and played some more recent Pokemon card games, and I played the online game a little bit. And I thought about going back to it, but I've been out of it now for, you know, like a year and a half or something like that, so all my cards are outdated. I think everything I had has now rotated out of the standard format, which means it's no longer legal to use, which is kind of annoying, but that means I would have to go back into the game and grind up all my stuff. No asking to be mod, please. I already have my mods picked out. Okay, what was I? Why am I wandering over here? Hi. Let's see. I think we need to go get... yeah, I mean, just don't ask about it. If I want you to be a mod, I will make you a mod. I mean, that's really all there is to it. The Game Boy card game. Oh, yeah, I used to play that. That's actually a game I could stream or record at some point. I thought about doing it. It's been quite a while since I played it, and I have a lot more knowledge about the metagame back in olden days of the Pokemon trading card game, so I could really do more of a technical, in-depth kind of playthrough of it, whereas back when I played it as a kid, I didn't really know what I was doing too much other than, you know, pick a type or two and make a deck out of it. Okay, and then I was gonna go get some acacia trees. Let's get a little ways away from spawn, so we're not destroying too much of the area close to spawn. Although it looks like there's quite a few. I would assume there used to be some acacia trees out here that people have already chopped down. So I imagine there's already been a bit of destruction of property around here. 3 weeks, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, I would have started. I only just started streaming on Mixer, you know, a month ago or something like that. But I'm not sure what you're trying to say by telling me that. Like I said, if I want you to be a mod, I will make you a mod. I mean, that's really that's it. Yeah, I know that's almost a month, but I mean that doesn't change. That doesn't change my opinion on the matter. Okay, so out here is Brian's base. Since we were talking about castles, I know he's going to be building a castle. I know it's from some other video game, but I'm not quite sure what it is. But he's going to be building a castle over here. That's why all this land is cleared. But I'm not going to touch any of his trees over here because I don't know if he wants those for something. They are kind of densely populated, so I'm assuming he planted them there for a reason, or that he's growing them for something, or something like that. But I think this area over here is not anybody's area, so I'll go ahead and just chop down a couple of trees. Although there is something over here. What is that? I think that might just be the pathway. There's like a path that goes from spawn all the way out to something over here. Yeah, that's just the entrance to the pathway. Okay, that's fine and dandy. Let's see what's over here. This is just a regular little river. There's a couple of trees over here. Is that still savanna? That looks like it's still savanna. Okay. I don't think anybody really comes out here that much, so I'm sure nobody will really miss the trees if I chop them down. And I can always replant them if need be. I think this would be Penny's old base, but she doesn't play on the server anymore. And I don't think there's a whole lot there. I think she was digging out something. Last time I saw her make a video, she was digging something out underneath it or something like that, I think. Do you know any good apps for making unpublished books? Huh? You mean like just like a word processor? Or I'm not sure what you mean. I'm also not sure why you're asking me. I mean, like a word processor, you just need like a free word processor. There's OpenOffice. If you don't have Microsoft Office, OpenOffice is kind of my go-to. Pretty much can do all the same stuff. She was replacing all the grass with mushroom grass. Really? I didn't see that. That must have been somewhere else over there. On the hill. Oh, okay. Yeah. Now that you mentioned it, I do remember that. Okay, we'll get a couple trees going. Wait for them to drop some saplings. Do I have fortune on this axe? I do. I don't know if that actually does anything for saplings or not. To put together a bunch of drawings and put it in like a slideshow? Okay, so if you're making a slideshow, then you'd want PowerPoint, right? And I think OpenOffice has an equivalent to that as well. Yeah, PowerPoint would be the Microsoft Office program that lets you make, you know, slides and, you know, that kind of stuff. OpenOffice Impress is what it's called. I'm sure you can just Google OpenOffice and you'll find it. It's going to be probably the first, you know, thing that pops up. Alright, and hopefully these saplings are nice to me today. Like I said, you can just Google it if you want to find it. It's gonna pop up pretty easily if you just do a Google search. All right, we got a couple of saplings already, so that's good. That is good. Figure I might as well replant a couple of the trees around here, even if this isn't really an area that people go through. I don't think anybody really uses this path right now. I don't know that there's really anything out that way. I'm not sure. Hello, Spacey. But yeah, I'll go ahead and replant some of these trees, just because the new F3 menu is confusing you. Yeah. Oh man, I feel like that was. I'm not gonna say too much about the UHC, but since the episodes are still coming out, even though it was live streamed, but. Oops, that's the screenshot button. But yeah, there's too much stuff on it, and every time I look at it and I'm trying to figure out something specific, like what direction I'm facing, I feel like I have to spend way too much time trying to figure out what it is. I kind of wish I could decide in the option menu or something which stuff I actually want on there. I don't know, because I'd like to be able to just look at, my coordinates and what direction I'm facing, and that's pretty much about all I need from there. Maybe my frames per second. I don't know. I mean, yeah, they're nice. I just wish I could disable them so I could get a quicker look at, what my coordinates are, light level, or, what direction I'm facing, that kind of stuff. It would just be so much easier if I could, consolidate that a bit and just have the stuff I need. Not saying get rid of it completely, just kind of make it an optional kind of thing. But I imagine that's not really a feature they're really looking to do anything with. Oh, hello, Ravine. I almost just fell into you. Guess what lollipop would I be? Huh? Like, what flavor would you be? I'm okay. That's kind of an odd question. I'm not sure what you're asking. Like, what lollipop what? And this does kind of serve a double purpose, me coming out and getting all these saplings, because I haven't had, like, any wood for quite some time. And I guess I would, normally I would have so much more wood, but I realized that because I haven't been building with wood, I haven't been going out and gathering it very much, and I haven't had the need to build any kind of tree farm or anything. So I just had, like, no wood for quite some time. And every time I needed wood, I'd be like, oh crap, I have like no wood in my inventory or any in my chest, because I haven't been building anything with it. I've mostly been building with stone brick recently. What lollipop would you be? Like, what flavor? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you on that one. Let's see here. We got 17 saplings. Is there still a piece of wood up in this tree? Or is that... Yeah, there is one. There's one hiding up there. Sneaky little piece of wood. And another one up there. Okay. And then we'll just give that a little bit of time to decay. And then we'll head back with what we have. Hello, how's it going? We'll head back with what we have and plant some trees. And yeah. Hopefully the area around my Jedi Enclave will be looking a little bit nicer. The next course of action after that, after we kind of pretty up the ground and the grass around there, is to kind of put a real exterior on it. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I almost kind of like it the way it is. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. It'd be a shame if the Sith found it. I'll refrain from saying anything else on that subject because it would kind of spoil the game. I would really like to do a playthrough of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. It's a game I've always wanted to do, and I think I might actually finally have it working. I think I just have to put it in windowed mode and put it at, one of the game's native resolutions. but I think I might actually finally be able to either stream or record it, which is pretty exciting because it's a game I've wanted to do for quite a long time. In fact, if you went back to one of my earliest videos I ever made, I remember talking about it, one of the games that I wanted to do on my channel. And this was back in like one of my first, 3 or 4 videos where I said, this is a game I want to play soon. And here we are, what, 6.5 years later, and I still haven't done it. But yeah, I think I might have it working, but I'm not sure when I want to get that started. Because there's another series. I kind of want to not do too many long stream series at once, because those are the kind of series that I kind of want to edit down a little bit before I upload them on YouTube. But there's another RPG series that I'm planning on doing before that one. There is a, well, first of all, I have to go finish the last episode of my Pokemon Nuzlocke that I have on my YouTube channel. But there's another Pokemon Nuzlocke I really wanted to do and have wanted to do for a little while as well. So I'm not sure which will come first, if we'll do a Pokemon Nuzlocke on Mixer here, or if we'll do Star Wars. We'll just wait and see. But yeah, for all of you who have what Nuzlocke, I don't want to say anything just yet because I haven't quite tested the game that I'm planning on doing. I will say that I'm recording the last episode of the Pokemon Blue Nuzlocke this weekend, and that'll hopefully go up like Sunday night or something like that. And I will probably tease, as I have done in the past, I'll probably tease the next Nuzlocke at the end of that episode. But I will say that as far as variants go, it's going to be a randomized Nuzlocke. But as far as the game goes, that's going to be decided at a later date. Or, I mean, it's kind of decided. I just have to make sure I can record it properly. That may have actually given it away, actually. Kind of, in a certain way. Dark Rising. No, that's a ROM hack. And I think I saw... is that the one that Pro Jared did a playthrough of? And it only lasted 9 episodes, but it was basically Fire Red. But there were a couple things changed around, and the text was kind of wonky. And he went to an area he shouldn't have been able to, and ended up losing the Nuzlocke because he had like level 10 Pokemon, and there was a level 36 Parasect or something like that, because he wasn't supposed to get to that area yet. But yeah, is that the Dark Rising that you're talking about? Because if so, I'm not really looking to play bad ROM hacks. I mean, maybe, but maybe not as a Nuzlocke. Okay, so let's plant. We got quite a few trees, quite a bit of tree density. And I just realized I was going to go get some bones from, yeah, there's way too many glitches in it. I mean, and the thing is, too, that it's kind of a bad-looking ROM hack, but it's also not so bad that it's funny. It was kind of just, like, bad, and it's bad, There's some, fan games and ROM hacks out there that are just really, really bad, and I've kind of wanted to do playthroughs of a couple of them just to make fun of them because they're just so terrible. But that one, it just kind of seemed kind of bland and generic to me, so, yeah, I mean, there were plenty of typos, and it just didn't jump out at me as something that would be fun to do a full-on playthrough of. And I can't imagine I would do like a really, simple, like just look at the first few areas kind of quick run-through of it. All right, let's go grab those bones. My wife has not texted me yet, so I don't know if she's not on her way home yet or if she forgot to text me first. Guess that remains to be seen. Not cool? What's not cool? If you're referring to your messages being deleted, it is because you were spamming and you continued asking a question that didn't really make much sense. And yeah. Okay. Yeah, you probably got timed out because you kept asking questions that were extremely irrelevant to what's going on right now. And difficult questions to answer. I mean, how am I supposed to answer what kind of lollipop you should be? I mean, I don't know. It would make more sense if you wanted to ask a question like that. It would make more sense to say, ask me what kind of lollipop I would be, and then say that you would be a certain type. I don't know. I can't tell you what kind of type of lollipop you would be. That doesn't make sense to me, Hello, poet. How's it going? Okay, yeah, see, that makes more sense. If you're going to tell me that you're a dum-dum and then ask me what kind of lollipop I would be, I mean, I might not answer because that's kind of a silly question, but that would at least make more sense. What kind of ice cream would I be? Would you be, poet? I would say probably trout-flavored ice cream. How do you get your name orange? Poet is an important guy in Mixer. Yeah, he works for them. That's what it is. I was trying to find my words there. Does anybody else remember the days when you used to be able to hit a sapling with one bone meal and then your tree just instantly grew? Or is that just me? I think that used to be a thing. I think it used to only take one bone meal to grow a tree. Nobody remembers those days, old man. Yeah. I guess not everybody's been playing Minecraft for, you know, however long I've been playing it. Quite some time. Yeah, Mara was in my stream a little while ago, and I was talking about some old Minecraft mechanics, and for some reason, I just assumed that she had been playing Minecraft since, like, the very beginning or something, because I feel like most of us on TimeShot have. And I just assumed that she'd been playing for quite a while, but it turns out Mara's only been playing since, at least since the Hunger update, or maybe it was after that, even. That kind of surprised me, because I was like, oh, I thought, you know, everybody on TimeShot had been playing for quite a while. Can you ban or suspend channels? What, are you trying to get me banned? Because I didn't answer your question? Is that what you're trying to do? But yes, I would assume that since Poet works for Mixer, that he can do that. Some kid. Okay, I mean, if there's a good reason, you can report him. Okay, that's looking pretty nice. Yeah, I've definitely been playing since before they added Hunger. I think when I first started playing, and then the Nether update came out. So if that gives you a... And by the Nether update, I mean the update that added the Nether. Not the update that added the fortresses and stuff. So that to give you a time frame of how long I've been playing. Alright, this is looking pretty good. We'll probably want to get some more saplings at some point, but I'll do that off camera. Alright, pretty up the area with some more grass. Alright, pretty proud of this. I feel like we actually accomplished something this stream. Unlike on Tuesday, where we ran around another fortress and it didn't accomplish anything. And I guess, I mean, I say we've accomplished something. I'm not finishing off just yet, waiting until my wife gets home. And again, she hasn't texted me yet, so I don't know if she's not on her way. Because if she stayed after to talk to a professor or something like that, then I will keep streaming until she does get home. Back in 1.5. Is that 1.5 like release 1.5 or beta 1.5? I always get confused when people use the version numbers because for me there was a beta, you know, 1 point what have you, and then there's a release version 1 point what have you. And when people say like the 1.8 update, the first thing I think of is the update that added like villages and ravines and all that kind of stuff and the hunger. But in reality, they might be talking about the 1.8 release update, which is completely different. Yeah, you can actually go back to the old versions and play them. Zisto, I don't know if any of you follow Zisto, who is a Minecracker, although I don't think Minecraft is really a thing as far as Minecraft goes anymore. But Zisto did a playthrough, this was probably a couple of years ago now. He did a playthrough of the old versions of Minecraft where he, as he gradually went through each version of the game. And it was a really neat series to watch. I don't think he's doing it anymore. But if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend you go check that out. Battle sign. Yeah, again, if you have issues with, if there has been like a legitimate issue with someone on Mixer, just go ahead and report that. I mean, the thing is, though, if they banned you from their stream, that is, you know, that's their place to do it. I mean, I don't think there's really any rules about bans. You know, if I wanted to ban someone from my channel for no real reason, I could do that. Except I can't ban Poet. I have tried to do that before. Yeah. Someone can ban you from their stream for any reason. You really, yeah. But if they are actually harassing you, then take screenshots of it, and, yeah, best to move on, though. Okay. let's see. What else do we have to do today? I guess I have some more saplings, so we may as well... yeah, and again, it doesn't matter that there's no reason. It's up to them. You know, they're the streamer. It's their stream. If they don't want you there, they don't have to have you there. That's all there is to it. Okay, hello, grow up. I think that torch there is making that tree not grow. Maybe. Oh, there we go. That one just didn't want to grow. That's weird. And I guess it's a little weird to put the acacia trees out here, because this is technically a plains biome. But for the purposes of my build, I'm just going to consider everything that's in the relative area to be the same kind of thing. Like, this is all, you know, part of my savanna. It's not mine completely, but I might as well just consider this all one thing, one cohesive kind of environment around the outside, because all this area up here is plains too. I kind of want to do that, play a version, and then work my way through. Yeah, it's really neat to go back and then you remember all the things that have changed and all the things that you appreciate having in the game. Like crouching. Crouching used to not be a thing. So when you were building somewhere way up high, you had to be extra careful when you were, like, you know, looking over the edge and stuff, because you couldn't just crouch and look over it. You would actually have to see, you know, how far you can go on this block before you fall off and die. You also didn't have enchants, so you couldn't have feather falling to save yourself from the fall. Can you look at that dome? Which dome? The one over here? This one? This is my Jedi Enclave. I'm not sure if that's what you... The one over here? The glass. The glass dome. Oh yeah, we can go sleep real quick. Yeah, let me sleep real quick, and then I'll go look at whatever glass dome... Oh, the community center. Yeah, I've been in there quite a few times on stream. I'm sure you've probably seen it at some point. Yay! Yeah, I slept when the stream started, so I think they weren't coming after me just yet. Okay, and yeah, I think we'll probably want to get more saplings as well, and spruce up the area around here. I don't think anybody's really planning on building in this kind of general area, so it's probably best to just put trees there to make it look a little nicer. And then one other thing I want to do as well, when I have a chance, I want to fill in some more grass along this area and kind of turn this into an extension of the plains and the savanna. Yeah, actually, I walked through there earlier this stream. I know you had mentioned that to me in the private chat, and I hadn't actually known where it was until I stumbled across it earlier today. But yeah, I mean, I might make an access point, I might not. I'll probably wait till you're actually done with the whole railway, so I know kind of what style to go with. And also, so I make sure that I'm not breaking in at an inconvenient place. But yeah, I want to cover this kind of area here, basically in a diagonal line from, like, the end of that grass there, probably all the way over to the community center, and then kind of make this an extension of the plains and the savanna biome, just because I think it looks a lot nicer. And then I was planning on doing a build, just a little building, and I think I might put it right about here, because this is kind of close to spawn. It's kind of more part of spawn than my house maybe is. But yeah, it'd be a pretty simple build. Yeah, I need to make the overview look good, and I feel like the sand doesn't look very good, so... But yeah, and I guess I can spoil what I'm going to be building because it's not that big a deal. But I'm planning on building a smithing shop. So basically, I got this idea because Jake commissioned me to make him a bow at some point, and I realized that I can make some pretty good enchants, and I was thinking, well, I should open a shop and either take commissions or just have a whole bunch of stuff on hand, or maybe a mixture of both. But one thing I've been kind of wanted to do for a while is do kind of a medieval style build, kind of what DMZ did with his house over here. I did kind of a... Yeah, I know he has an enchantment shop, but there's nothing in it. He doesn't actually run it. And he commissions you... Yeah. Yeah, I knew that shop of his was an enchantment shop, but he doesn't do anything with it. So, I mean... I suppose I don't feel too bad out competing him there. What's the name of that thing? What thing? But yeah, so I'm gonna make a kind of medieval style blacksmith. I mean, maybe I'll just like crib the design from Skyrim or something like that. My wife is just now on her way home, so I guess we have a little more time. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes to get home for her to get home, so we will keep streaming in the meantime there. PowerPoint, are we still... If you want the free one, because Microsoft Office is not free, but if you want the free version, that was Open Office. Alright, I think I've gotten most of the grass around here. And yeah, the other thing we're going to have to do is do something about this. I don't like the way this looks. I don't like it at all. Oh, Tort's inside my base. Oh, yeah. What is he doing down... Oh, that's... Is that inside my base or is that underground? Yeah, if you want the download, you have to Google it. We have told you that before. Oh, oh, okay. I was like, I mean, are you just exploring my base for the fun of it? I mean, that's fine and all. But yeah, one thing we might do... What do you mean you want no download? We might put some windows in here, maybe. That could end up looking pretty nice. And then you can see the tree from the outside. Because I do want to keep the interior design of this intact. Because the interior design is kind of copied off of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. But the exterior, since you can't actually see the exterior of this part in the actual game, I don't have a reference for it. So, what's this build for? This whole thing here is my Jedi Enclave. It's my spawn house. I mean, that's basically all there is to it. It's not really for anything else other than being my spawn house. And I have my storage area over here. I have my bedroom over here. This was supposed to be more of a, what's the word? What's the word for the dormitory? That's the word. That's the word I was looking for. This is kind of meant to be a dormitory in which the students of the Jedi Enclave would sleep, but I haven't gotten around to actually finishing it out and furnishing it. I guess we could put the rest of the beds in there. Yeah, I could make bunk beds. I think that would work if you put them in like, right here. But yeah, I could go ahead and put some more beds in here real quick because I'm thinking of it at the moment, and I need some more steak too. I'm running out of steak. I think I'll grab some mutton instead for now. Got plenty of cooked cod. I was AFKing over at the Guardian farm. What was I doing? Beds. I need some beds. Yeah, if you watch all of Poets episodes of TimeShot, that's pretty much all the TimeShot content that goes out. But yeah, I mean, I have done episodes on TimeShot, obviously. I don't do a whole lot of videos nowadays, but I mean, I mostly do streaming. But yeah, I have posted videos where I posted videos while I built this thing, and I also have some videos where I just kind of tour through it, and I'm working on other stuff. Yeah, he pranked me, but that was, you know, almost a year ago, I think. You know what, that's not even enough. Oh, hi. You're breaking through my wall. I was wondering where that dirt came from. Okay, let's do all different colors here. I think I have enough colors. But yeah, that was a year ago, so I don't think anybody can fault you for not remembering it. Oh, now it's in the courtyard. Okay. I mean, we could just make my house the spawn hut now. Okay, a couple of beds. I think we should be able to stack these on top of each other and make bunk beds. If not, I've got to figure out a different way to do things. Yeah, shame on you for not watching literally every single video Poets ever posted and remembering it. I mean, seriously, do you even take notes? I mean, seriously. Okay, I think you can... Guess you can't plop them on top of each other. Okay, that is all fine and dandy. Oopsie. There we go. And yeah, I don't know if I'll still do bunk beds, or maybe I'll plop beds somewhere else. Alright, there we go. What's behind this wall? Okay, so I do have a little bit of space over here. Oh, you have to put a block down and remove the bottom bed. Okay. Okay, we can do that. Alright, so we put a bed up here. Let's make sure they're all facing the same way, because they would bother me otherwise. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll do that. That is fine and dandy. Although, if you were sleeping up in that bed right there, you wouldn't have a whole lot of headspace, would you? Oh, you can also shift-click them on. Hang on. Just gotta shift-click it on the right block here. No, that's not working right there. Alright, let's try putting the bed... I tried pointing at the bed, it didn't seem to do anything. Let's try putting a bed right there, and then stacking this other one like that. I think that's probably fine. We'll do it like that. And if I decide to come and change this later... You just did it. Oh, that worked. Okay. Guess I'm just going crazy. And then we need one more bed, but I'm all out of colors. Do I have any dye on me, perhaps? I think Tort just ended up another portal somewhere. Let's see. Dye. Hey, can you listen, please? Listen to what? Alright, dyes. I have gray. I already used some gray, I think. Can you use your ear holes? I can sometimes, when I feel like it. Alright, so we need 3 blue. Blue is a different color we haven't used yet. Okay, hello. Let's get you banned, please. Let's see. Wool. Yeah, no need to be rude. There will be no rudeness in this stream today. Hang on. I need more wool to dye it, don't I? You need at least 8 to dye it. No, it was not a very nice thing, and it automatically got deleted by the bot, so it's not really worth... oh, that's... I must be misremembering. Okay, so I did only need 3 wool in the first place. Okay, I was thinking of clay. That's how you color... Or that's how you color glass, actually. No, you really don't need to know. It's not important. Alright, so now we have a blue bed. I don't think we had blue yet, so that'll be a different color. And then I think we probably want to put at least one other thing inside here. I think the middle's kind of looking empty. Purple, yeah, we don't have any purple yet, but I have all the beds I really need. I don't think I need any more right now. Yeah, I think there could be something in the middle here. Maybe like a table and chairs, I think. Table and chairs would look nice. Let's see here. What do I want to make a table with chairs out of? Oh, I do have some wood. I thought I didn't have any wood. Okay, let's see. Maybe some stairs. Yeah, let's make some stairs and some slabs. Alright, see ya, DMZ. I think you're still in the stream. In fact, we probably need a couple more than that. And some slabs. Maybe some fences. Yep, see ya. He may have gotten timed out again. If he was being kind of annoying, then yes, he probably did get timed out. Okay, let's put a couple of, hello, VK, it's been a while. How you doing? Put a couple of those down like that. No, let's not do that. Farside reunion. For those of you who don't know, Farside was a multiplayer SMP server that Tort and I were on quite some years ago. This was, yeah, I know that. I don't know. It's probably been like 4 years since it shut down, I think, or 4.5, something like that. I don't quite remember for sure. Okay, so we go like maybe like this. And actually, maybe let's think about using something else for the table. I am doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Yeah, let's use some... What am I looking for? I need some stone. I don't have any stone, like usual. Do I have... I'm looking for pressure plates. Are we friends? Is who friends? I wouldn't say that you and I are friends. I don't hardly know you. I'm losing track of what I was doing. I was looking for a pressure plate, that's right. Usable blocks, maybe? Do I have one in here? How would a trapdoor look on top of there? Probably not very good, now that I think of it. Let's see here. No, we're not doing that today. Yeah, okay, so yeah, we're coming up on 4 years, I guess, since Farside shut down. But yeah, that was the first YouTubing and streaming SMP server that I was on. Way back, I joined way back in July 2013, I think. So I guess that server, Farside lasted about 1.5 years. So I guess that wasn't all that long. But a lot of good memories there. I guess we can make, I think we can make them. I think we can make, yes, we can. Okay, awesome. We can make pressure plates with different color woods now. And yeah, I mean, it looks a little samey having all the acacia wood, so I might change that out for something else later. And I guess we can go ahead and put that other chair back over there. Yeah, there's some pretty cool people on Farside. I feel like a lot of people who are on Farside are no longer around. I know Zangief switched channels, and he was doing something non-Minecraft related for a little while. But a lot of the other members have kind of vanished. Yeah, Sneak, I think he still posts videos every so often. But yeah, I'm trying to remember any of the other members who... Fargo was on Farside for a little bit. And I think Keybon was on there too. And they were already both on a server called Minecraft with a Y, which was a server that I joined after Farside shut down. But I think they're still going. And actually, Minecraft with a Y started up another season, I think. But yeah, I left that server when they kind of shut down. And they merged with another server, and then nothing came of that, and now it looks like they started back up again. Oh, you see Yeti playing... Oh, on Steam. For a second, I thought you were saying you see it playing on stream. Yeah, Yeti was cool. I miss him. We played a UHC together. Hello. They kicked you out of the Discord chat when they rebooted? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean... I thought you had announced a departure at the same time I did, though, too. But yeah, they were supposed to be merging with some other server, and then that never happened. But at that point, I kind of said, because we had literally just started a new map fairly recently, and there wasn't much built. There were only like 3 of us playing consistently, and the decision to merge and like completely reset everything was decided by everybody else. So all the people who weren't playing on the server decided that they needed to shut it down. And all of us who actually played on it didn't get a chance to say anything. Kind of like TimeShot a couple months ago. Well, TimeShot never officially shut down, though. What I'm saying is this other server actually like officially closed its doors and said we're shutting down. The server will not be online anymore, whereas TimeShot was just a little inactive. Thank you for the follow. I do apologize. You're a little late in the stream. We're going to be wrapping things up here. My wife has just gotten home. I hear her coming in the door. So that is where we will end the stream for today. So thank you all for coming out. Hope you had a good time. And no stream tomorrow, most likely. But we will be back probably on Saturday or Sunday. Jake and I are going to work on building a wither farm. So one of those 2 days we'll probably do a bit of a longer stream and work on that. So you have that to look forward to. I don't have a time just yet. But yeah, thanks for coming out, everyone. Hope you all had fun. And I'll see you next time.